The way that we were training as a company was outdated, and I realized I didn't have the answers. Hola, how are you? How was your shift today?
Hi, Gail.
Yeah, right on.
Leanna sticks out, and she's high energy. She is a people person first, always has been, always will be. That's what she is in our organization. She's people first.
How many tacos did you make today? Caring about someone else actually makes you feel amazing. It doesn't just take care of the person who you are attending to, it also takes care of you. I never stepped one single day into high school. Because of my father's sickness, I went to work and I took care of my family. So I homeschooled. I did school at night, worked during the day, brought home my paycheck to my family to make sure that they were okay. I had never really served, really zero experience. So Harry Izzy's was my first full-on restaurant experience, and I fell in love with it. All right, got this double smash burger and fries for you there.
Thank you so much.
I met Leanna when she was a server at Harry Izzy's, and she immediately stuck out in the crowd as a high performer.
About 9 or 10 months into the job, they asked me if I would take over the training department. And I become basically this area training manager. And that's where it kind of started. We're excited to have you here. And I know you actually come at the perfect time.
She's risen through the ranks by taking care of her peer group, and now she's in a position where she's taking care of all of our employees as Vice President of Culture and Learning.
I think there was a couple of things that made me realize that I needed to go back to school or I needed a college education. We were missing something. The way that we were training as a company was outdated. I need to figure out the way that people are learning today because learning has changed. It is no longer I'm going to hand you a 200-page manual and you learn these things. That's just not how people learn today. I realized I didn't have the answers. So one day I just made this decision, I'm gonna go back to school. I need to know what I don't know. And so I'm just looking, and sure enough on my feed, this pops up, this Purdue University Global. I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Like, this is it. I signed up that day. I talked to a student advisor, I told him what I wanted, and I knew immediately that I wanted to combine my passion for psychology with my career. So industrial organizational psychology was the perfect field for me. So we were working on some learning modules, and when I went to this conference in Vegas last week,
When I heard she was going to Purdue Global, I thought this was perfect. She didn't have a college degree, and to me that was a badge of honor that she had risen to this position without the 4-year degree, and now she's taken it to a whole new level by pursuing, the 4-year degree and a master's at the same time. The education polishes her experience and vice versa. At the end of the day, Huse Culinary is going to be in a much better position, a much better organization because of her experience at Purdue Global.
The polishing part for me is really on the professional side, the interpersonal communications, the writing skills, all of those things that I never got. And I don't want to stop at just Huse Culinary. I want to be able to help other restaurants around us in our community have stronger leaders, stronger managers, stronger servers, whatever it is that they're interested in, that they can take classes through our Huse Culinary University and learn how to be a better leader. Because as I'm learning, the best thing that you could ever do, I feel like, is pass on your knowledge. Yes, darling. Thank you. Thank you.
She just cares so much about the employees, both personally and professionally, their life, their career path. She just has a really strong connection with pretty much everybody in the company.
No matter what day of the week it is, no matter when you see her, she's always in the best mood ever. If you're having a bad day and you pass by her, it just makes you smile, you know what I mean? Like, she's just that person at work,
Hi, how's it going today? When I walk into the restaurant, I try to say hi to every single employee. I don't want them to feel like they don't exist. And so I want people to feel special, and I think that's an important part of what I do here at Huse Culinary too. I think that going back to school after finding my career was probably one of the most important things that I've done so far, and the best for me. And I think it sets me up for success more than if I would have went right out of high school. No one in my family that I know of got a degree, so I would be the first really in my family. There's so much pride that I have right now. I cannot wait for graduation. I can't wait to do that. Like, what an accomplishment for me personally. I know I'll have an impact on my company, and I know I'll have an impact on people around me just from what I'm doing.